Yo, what's up guys, this is Orbit here, TGN. In this video I'm going to be giving you my post-game update 37 Earth DPS loadout. This is a kind of like a 1v1 slash arena, general arena loadout which I like to use. Similar to the Daze and Destroy, not much has been changed, but let's go through the Geokinesis tree anyway. So what I did is go across to get Debris Field, Seismic Tree, I go right the way down the middle, and across to get Sandblast. Iconic powers are here. And the actual loadout, I've got Debris Field, which is your damage over time. Dazed and crushed enemies take additional damage and may get knocked down. Localized Tremor, dazed enemies take additional damage, it's an AoE attack, and they also, again, might get knocked down. Unstoppable is your attack which dazes the enemies, so you want to use this before these to fully get as much damage out as possible. So daze them with Unstoppable. It's also an immunity as well, and that knocks them off their feet as well sometimes. Okay, so that makes them vulnerable to dazing effects. Then we got Gemstone Shield. This is usable while controlled. It's aftershocked up to 3 times, aftershockable up to 3 times, if that's a word. And it's just a really nice kind of shield to have on. Occasionally, if we haven't got control in the loadout, I'll switch that to a power supercharge, whether that will be Word of Power or Speed Drain, one of the two. Then we've got Jackhammer. Jackhammer, dazed enemies take additional damage. They've made a slight alteration with the Aftershock moves now, and that's the first 3 Aftershocks don't cost any power. So those Jackhammer spammers, they're not going to be using as much power. Okay, and again, dazed enemies take additional damage if I haven't said that already. And the last one is Sandblast. Okay, you're below 35% finisher, don't use it above 35%, try not to. And they've, since game update 37, they've increased the damage on Sandblast, so it's actually hitting really hard now. Bring it in line with the other below 35% finishers, it says. So here's the loadout, guys. This is the loadout which I use all the time. Well, you know, whenever you see me in just queuing up randomly in arenas, I'll be using this loadout. I really like it, guys. Quickly show you my skill points. Just use this. Just use the Speed Force. I'm obviously spec'd into all of the damage. Okay, as much damage as I can. And as you can see, I'm using dual wield for PvP. I'm using these 2 weapon masteries comboing into brawling. And I've also got my explosive shot mastery, which is my ranged one. I recommend having a melee weapon mastery and a ranged weapon mastery, because, you know, if you keep using the same weapon mastery, you're going to get caught out eventually. So I like to switch between that and that. You know, if you hit them with a big uppercut, they're going to be looking for that block, so you don't get that in again, and that's when you switch it to your ranged weapon mastery for a block break, for example. Okay, so I mean, it's hard to show you it, like I said, it's hard to show you anything on the dummies because this is not PvP. PvP is based around block breaks, blocking, interrupts, and being spontaneous. That's what's going to get you kills and that kind of stuff. Being unreadable, try and be unreadable, and, you know, hitting my loadout in front of the dummy is not going to simulate what it needs to be in PvP. But let's go through the loadouts anyway. If I'm dueling, I like to start with Gemstone Shield clipped with Unstoppable. They start on their back, I've got a shield, and they are dazed, so we're ready to kind of rumble at this point. You can start that, you know, you run around a corner and falls, and just start that off. Not scrimmage, by the way, guys, this is not a scrimmage loadout. Then you want to put your damage over time, and from here on it gets spontaneous mode. Okay, you want to be doing lots of weapon mastery. I usually weapon mastery into localized tremor or jackhammer, depending on the situation. And then you've got Sandblast when they're low. Pretty easy. If you want a lot of damage, guys, you want to make sure you've got dazing devices on your loadout. I will not go in arena without dazing devices. It will daze them, do extra damage. You know, really nice to clip with, everything. If you watch the PvP Kill of the Week on Green Man, I actually combo my weapon mastery. Here's what I do: a weapon mastery into localized tremor, into unstoppable, and into consumable. So there's 3 kind of like yes, huge hit on the uppercut. They're dazed, so that, you know, they'll be getting more damage on localized tremor, unstoppable, more damage, and then daze and device, more damage. Someone actually said to me the other day, well, not the other day, a couple of months ago, why are you clipping unstoppable with daze and device? They both daze, so why are you using them both? Yeah, they both daze, but you do more damage if you clip them both together. That's simple. There's the answer to that question. Anyway guys, there's not much to kind of tell more on this. I've got plenty of PvP videos of me using this, and you'll definitely see some in the forthcoming future. So stay tuned. Apart from that, like, comment, subscribe, all the rest of it, guys.